try to organize it.
Okay, can I get a motion to call this public hearing on the budget for 2010? A motion to call the meeting together?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Come on, you guys are going to have to pick up the
Gelfarb,
slack tonight, so he's
Mendocino.
not here.
Yeah, exactly.
Iris, Villanova, Corbin. Is that
You're
a,
fine.
Bishop, did you wish to
me.
have? We'll set this up.
Councilman Norris, would
It's
you lead us
going.
in the pledge, please?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
You want the council have a cell phone on?
I have,
Turn
maybe
this
it's
off. That was
mine.
me. My wife has been
Oh, okay.
called BDM.
I'll put mine over here.
Thank you.
Off for a moment.
Okay, the public hearing is called to order.
Perfect. Okay, so anybody from the public want to make any comments on the budget in the public hearing? Any comments from the public? Okay.
Twice.
Comments from the board? Any comments from the board on the budget?
Does Dave going to go, is there any changes?
I don't know if
Are
you saw his
there
email
any?
today. There's a couple of minor changes, Dave. You just want to walk through those, please?
Sure, I have a hard copy of those changes that this is what I emailed today, but just
Thank you.
I think it's helpful.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's Bishop Noto.
The budget they have in front of you to approve as an adopted budget, as it stands right now, is total appropriations of $3,835,126. Estimated revenues of $256,650. Appropriated fund balance of $750,000. That is on the first page of the budget. Balance to be raised by taxes $518,626, which is a 19% reduction from 2009's adopted budget. The schedule I gave you is just a change from the preliminary budget that the board has to the adopted budget. And what we did change is these pages that follow. Two major changes were the supervisor has authorized a 2% increase for all town employees and a 4% increase for all full-time town employees whose salaries are under $40,000.
Full-time employees.
Full-time employees. And
Very nice.
in addition to that, there is a
Can I mention that that was at the suggestion of Councilwoman Mendocino Daly and Town Clerk Vespi were both so instrumental in making those kinds of suggestions. So.
Compassions of women.
The compassion of women. The compassion of women.
So the changes from the preliminary to the proposed adopted that's in front of you were a increase of $100,000 in revenue for sale of property, a reduction in appropriated fund balance from $900,000 to $750,000, and a reduction in appropriations of $74,210. Those pages 1 through 5 are the detail of the line items that changed. But those are the major the changes with the salary increases, and there was also $50,000 that was put in the budget as a transfer to capital fund for future to establish a capital fund going forward for the town.
What is the change exactly in clerical assistant? Is that one less day per week?
What page are you on?
Page 2.
Under page 2,
That's just,
there was in the preliminary budget, there was a combined line item, which was in an executive, and it was broken out, and that was just a correction that was mentioned in the preliminary budget. There was 2 line items that were combined in that $27,000 that was broken out. So that's the true.
Can we start from the front page?
Sure.
Sorry, did I explain it, Councilman Gelfarb?
Not really.
Okay. In the
So I just
preliminary,
want to go to the front page.
Okay, sure.
Maybe we'll go through page by page just to make-
okay, in the changes, or you want to refer to the budget?
No, just the changes.
Okay.
So I just want to be clear. So we're now saying we're going to generate revenues, and this is something we'll pick up in the general meeting today, of $200,000 from the sale of properties. I think we'll be getting some reports this evening.
There's a report. That,
Yeah.
Right.
Good. And because the assessed value of the homes the town has taken possession of, as I understand it, is approximately $4 million. Is that correct?
The revised number is $3,700,000.
$3,700,000. Okay.
Yes, 10 properties.
So $3,700,000 and $200,000. So that's a fairly. I just want to be clear to the public, general public, and everybody here on the board, that $200,000 on $3.7 million in assessed value. I mean, even town assessor Markowitz wouldn't get it that far wrong. I'm joking, Mr. Markowitz. No, I'm joking. So that's a fairly conservative estimate of the value that we've
Pretty
taken
much,
up.
it's just, yeah.
I mean, even if we got 10%, 10 cents on the dollar, it'd be $370,000.
Correct.
Right, okay. Thank you.
So if you want me to go through the different
Anybody else have any
pages.
questions on any other changes?
Yeah, Joe, you gotta understand, you gotta take the taxes off the proceeds also. So if you get $370,000, there's $200,000 outstanding in taxes, so our gain that'll hit the revenue line item for the budget is only the difference between the taxes
This is
that's on
about-
the books now and what we actually receive in proceeds from the property.
Why would that be?
We have-
Receivable-
Yeah, no, as Sam pointed out, that when we go through the
Oh, I
receivables,
see. It was not part of the revenue line.
Yeah, exactly. Anything over and above
Right,
what
right.
we've already incurred
Right, yep,
in
yep.
collection, that,
Right.
outstanding debt, will go to our, we'll call it an extraordinary gain on sale of property.
so just to go through the line items on page 2, if there's any questions with the changes.
The big change was in the assessment department, right?
The one we in the assessment department on page 3, there was a reduction in
Legal.
well, on page 3, count 1355, if there's appraiser support, there was a reduction of, there was a person to be hired at $75,000, that has been reduced to $50,000. So
And
that
the law,
changed.
the law was changed by 20,000.
The legal department outside counsel was reduced from 100 to 80,000, from preliminary to adopted, and that was just in conversation with town attorney Paul Noto.
So where then on page 2, I still don't understand how there's a reduction in the clerical assistant line.
It was overstated in the preliminary budget because it was combined with 2 line items. Originally, we were just going to combine both the interns and the clerical support.
Those 2 line items were double counted.
We were starting to consolidate lines. We were consolidating interns. It was just going to be interns or part-time support. It was going to include more than one person. But so that was identified in the preliminary as an overstatement in the preliminary budget.
So it doesn't really reflect an actual decrease in salary or hours.
No.
So does this adopted budget that I have show the increase of the employees' salaries?
It does show the increase in employee salaries. So later when there's a resolution for you to vote on the budget, the budget does include the salary increases and these adjustments here.
So they're not in this page that I have, or they are?
The budget that you have in front of you is the proposed adopted budget with the salary increases of 4%. For those full-time employees under 40,000.
Any other questions? If there's no questions from the public and no questions from, do you want to